Coach, now you're in your third week of practice, second week in pads. What direction is your team going?
I think it's good. We're like any team in the spring. We're getting some injuries, but not the serious ones that we had a year ago. But it's letting some other guys get a lot of reps, and I'm pleased with where we are. And we need to finish this, though. I think the next week and a half is very, very important to us.
I know you talk about it being a time for learning and a lot of lessons. How much of it is technique lessons and how much of it is just inspiration lessons?
Rob, really it's both. It's just as much the competing and the spirit of competing as it is knowing what to do and how to do it. I think if bad football players can do great assignment technique but won't carry out the physical spirit, the toughness you got to have. A good football player can do both at the same time, and we're trying to develop as many good football players as we can, and that's not a natural thing to do. Football is such an aggressive sport, and sometimes your mindset gets over-aggressive and then you mess up what you're doing. And yet if you sit here and you're doing what you're doing and you're not aggressive enough, then it gets you the other way. So you try to teach kids to learn to do both, and that's what we're working hard right now to do.
I know you're going to have more returning players than any team in America next year because you had so many players injured last year and saw a lot of action. But you're going to have a lot of new players, redshirt freshmen, and you've also got some players coming back next fall who were out last year. One of them I want to talk about is Cody Forbes.
Yeah, you've nailed us. It's been an interesting spring because some of those surgery guys aren't out here that'll be back. A lot of kids that wouldn't have played last year now have a lot of playing experience that would have been guys we don't know a lot about, and so that's a good thing. And then a guy like Cody coming back. Cody was a good player as a sophomore, had shoulder surgery in the off season. We just decided to hold him. He probably could have come back last year, but we held him out and redshirted him because we were deep at running back as it was, and now we've got Cody for 2 more years. So we think probably the deepest position on our football team right now is our running back position. There's 4 guys back there, and Cody now coming back and giving us real depth there.
Cody Forbes going to be back in action this fall after sitting out all of the 2012 season. You have 2 seasons behind you. How tough has it been for you to sit on the sidelines and watch the team?
Oh, it was real tough because, I know how hard my team fights, and I just wish I could have been out there to try to contribute, in a lot of those tough games last year.
And what have you been doing to keep yourself ready to go for this coming year?
Just doing the things that my coaching staff and training staff asked me to do. We have a great doctor with Dr. Williams, got a great training staff with Joe Ertl-Jack. So, just pretty much doing as I'm told, spending a lot of time in the training room, working real hard in the APC with Coach Pugh. So, just pretty much doing as I'm told.
And I know, as I said, you played the 2 seasons and you were starting to come on strong as a sophomore. What was it that sidelined you last year?
In the last game against Central Arkansas, I ended up tearing my labrum and partially did something on my rotator cuff, and I had to have a shoulder surgery in December of, I guess it was right after the 2011 season. I tried to make it back, but it was my second shoulder surgery I'd had, so they wanted me to just go ahead and take a red shirt.
And watching you out here in the spring drills, it looks like you're back 100%.
Oh, yes, sir. I feel as close to 100% as I ever have. So I'm happy.
All right. Good luck, Cody.
Thank you.